Hey, what's up? It's Karen San Diego, and I am now officially 4 months post-op. So technically, I'm about 4.5 months post-op, if you want to be specific. If you follow me on Instagram, and you should, you would know that for the past 2 weeks, I have been on vacation. Me and my family went to Mexico, and then after Mexico, we went right to Jamaica. We did like a 2-for-1 type of vacation. So for the past 2 weeks, we've been out. We've been having an amazing time, and I have not had a chance to sit down and film this update because of that. I'm definitely going to get into vacation and how that was with VSG later in this vlog. But just to give you a little bit of information as to exactly where I'm at in this process, I'm about 4 months and 2 weeks post-op at this point right now today. And at 4 months post-op, I have about a good amount of things here on my list of things I wanted to talk about. So yeah, let's just jump right into the updates. Let's go. So the first thing I have on my list of updates for 4 months, this is definitely something that I wasn't noticing any of the other months, but I definitely noticed this month, and that is my boobs. So I've always been a bustier type of, woman. But now I'm noticing while I still do have pretty big boobs, they are deflating. And not in a way that where like they're like getting super saggy, but deflating in that I mean like they're literally just getting smaller out of nowhere. Like I noticed that all of my bras, even bras that were too small before surgery, it's like I have the cup and then my tit is just like in there and there's like all this space above it in my bra. Obviously, I need to buy new bras, but I'm noticing that I'm losing fat in that area or losing breast tissue, whatever it is. But my boobs are smaller, and I want to say like significantly smaller. Before surgery, I was about like a triple D, maybe like a 40 triple D. I have to say that now I'm probably more like a 36C, 36D now, which is like dramatically different. I haven't actually bought a new bra yet, but it needs to happen because literally my bras are a joke. Like they're just 2 cups with half a tit in each one. Like it doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. I feel like bras, at least for me, bras are pretty expensive, and I don't want to buy new bras knowing that I'm probably going to need to buy new bras again. So I'm just dealing with them the way they are. I've been wearing sports bras. I've been wearing my bras that are too big and just dealing with it. Eventually, I will buy new bras though, but that's something to look out for in month 4. Where's your tits? I don't know. They're gone. Staying along the lines of things disappearing, my hair. My hair has been falling out. It has not been as dramatic as I've heard that this can be. However, yes, it has been falling out primarily in like the edges area. If you notice right here, you can see my edges right here thinning. I have a 2-year-old, so my edges were already thinning after pregnancy. They had just started getting better though. Like literally right before surgery, I had gotten into a good routine and had just started getting my edges back, and they're leaving again. It's fine. It's fine. This is one of those things that, like I said in my other updates, I've expected it. I have known this was coming, and I have learned to just accept that this is what it is. I'm grateful for this journey regardless. So the hair loss is a part of it, but I have noticed thinning around my edges. Also, I've noticed that when I comb my hair, not that much comes out. Like it's pretty much the normal amount, but when I wash my hair, I have enough hair in that floor of the shower to make a wig for somebody else. Like it's dramatic, and I'm like, how do I still have hair on my head? Every single time I wash my hair, there's clumps of hair falling out. But child, I wrote down on here, still no dumping, still no food aversions other than avocados. However, that has changed. I, for the first time, experienced what I believe is dumping. For those of you who may not know what that means, it's something that can happen usually when you eat something or drink something too sugary too quickly, and it's something to do with your intestine, and it makes you feel sick. Moral of the story is it's something that makes you feel sick when you eat certain things, and that can be like sick as in like diarrhea, it could be vomiting, it could be just like feeling sick. While I was in Jamaica, I had a strawberry daiquiri with alcohol. And I had drunk a lot of other alcoholic drinks on this trip, didn't feel any type of way after any of those, but the strawberry daiquiri, which I think is the one that had the most sugar out of everything else that I drank, that one made me feel so nauseous and made me feel like I had to use the bathroom so bad. It made my entire body feel like I wanted to just pass out. It was a horrible feeling. So I think that was my first like go around with dumping syndrome. Um, it passed after, I wanna say it lasted in all for maybe, like, an hour, and then it was done. I never had the daiquiri again and never felt that again. I did, however, drink alcohol again after that day and didn't have the problem, so I'm pretty sure it was the strawberry daiquiri that did it, so I guess my advice there would be if you're consuming alcoholic beverages, try not to get something that is like a strawberry daiquiri, like, that mix is literally like sugar, like, it's just sugar, 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 splash of alcohol, that's strawberry daiquiri. Outside of the strawberry daiquiri, my more so go-to was, like, vodka with pineapple and, like, a little bit of grenadine or a little bit of, cranberry juice. That does not make me feel sick, but that strawberry daiquiri, we're not doing those anymore. And then along the lines of my taste buds as well, as although, the strawberry daiquiri did make me feel sick, Um, that wasn't the only reason that I wouldn't drink that again. On top of that, I feel like I'm not that into sweet things anymore altogether. And this has nothing to do with feeling sick from them, because for the most part, I don't. If I do eat them, I feel normal. However, just the taste of things that are too sweet just doesn't taste good to me anymore. Like I've developed more of like a salty um cravings. Like I'll crave salty things like chips and crackers and things like that. I won't crave things like candy or cupcakes or anything too sweet. Even the strawberry daiquiri was definitely a little bit too sweet, so I didn't finish it. Like I might have had like this much of it before I felt sick. But anything that is too sweet, I just simply can't have much of it anymore. I don't know. I tried eating like cakes and things like that. I'll take a bite or two and be done. Like it's just too sweet for me. It doesn't taste good to me anymore in the way that it used to. Before surgery, I didn't have a huge sweet tooth, but I loved cakes and ice creams and things like that. Whereas now I rather eat chips or crackers or things that are more salty. Um, so that's something that I definitely did notice in month 4. Something that I consider to be a pretty positive thing in month 4 is I feel like I'm getting into my groove with this life post surgery thing. I don't necessarily feel so connected to surgery anymore. It's not like I feel like I just had surgery. It does feel like it was quite some time ago now at this point. Still burping. And with that, something that I have been experiencing a lot in month 4 is stalls. So I noticed that I will stall for literally extended periods of time, maybe weeks. It'll be the same weight, and then the scale will drop a little bit, and then it will go back up. I think I have a pretty good understanding of why this is, and I'm gonna save that for another video because I have a whole video planned on stalls, and why they happen and how to break them and all that kind of stuff. But I did notice that this month I stalled a lot. Like the scale, when I did get on the scale, y'all know I think the scale is evil and I don't live on the scale. I don't get on the scale often. But I did notice that when I got on the scale this month, it was not moving that quickly. Like it would stay the same for a good amount of time. And part of that is due to the fact that I've been on vacation for like a year, but also I think it's just part of the process. And in the beginning, when I hit that 3-week stall, I was pissed. I was sad. I cried. I was like, what did I do? Why did I do this surgery if I'm not going to lose weight? I went down the whole rabbit hole of thinking that something was wrong. But now I feel like whenever I hit stalls, like I'm okay with it. One a part of that is the fact that I am pretty comfortable in the way my body looks right now. So like if in the event that I never lost weight again, I'd be okay. Like I feel like I look good. But I do still want to lose about another 30 pounds. But I know that like that can't happen overnight. Like I still am very much aware that the stalls do help slow my weight loss down in a way that helps my overall appearance anyway. If you lose weight too fast, it gives you like yes, loose skin, which I have loose skin already. It's fine. But also just like I feel like it makes you look Like, loose skin is not just like the skin on your stomach, the skin on your arms, even like your face. Like, you can tell when someone has lost weight too fast. And I feel okay with losing weight a little bit slower. I feel like that will definitely help with my appearance. And what, other than wanting to be healthier, a big part of why I got the surgery was wanting to improve my appearance, so wanting to improve my confidence. So with that, I think that losing weight at a slower pace is okay. And I've learned to just accept the stalls as part of the process and not get so caught up in the number on the scale. Once again, if you follow me on Instagram, which you should, I talk to a lot of you all the time, and you guys ask me about stalls, which is why I want to do this video about stalls. Um, but a lot of people ask me about stalls and feeling really down about their stalls, and I get it because I definitely felt that way in the past too. But we have to remember that like this, it is a part of the process. The reason that every single person that gets a surgery talks about stalls is because it's part of the process. It's gonna happen. If you accept it as part of the process and understand that the scale is evil and to leave her alone, you won't be so like caught up in that number. Because although this month the scale has not moved that much for me, and you'll see once I do my weigh-in what I mean by that, but my body does look different. My clothes do fit different. I'm fitting into mediums now. I'm fitting into mediums. For the most part, I'm still wearing a size 12 in jeans and dresses, and I'm wearing a large in most things, but there's a lot of large items that I purchased recently that are already too big, and I had to size down to a medium. So without the scale moving, I'm losing weight, and I can tell that by my clothing. And that is my number one advice. Every single time someone's like, hey, I'm stalled, I've been stalled for weeks, I don't know what to do. I'm like, try on clothes. Try on clothes, like, it literally does not lie. Like, you try on clothes, you'll see your clothes fit different, and it is such a confidence boost. For me, when I try on a pair of jeans or I try on a dress or a shirt and I look good, and it's not, and it's a size smaller than I thought it was gonna be, that's a way bigger confidence boost for me than getting on the scale and seeing a number that the scale's evil, leave her alone. And along the lines of feeling more confident and being okay with stalls, I also am in a really good groove with food. I know what to eat. I know what not to eat. I know that if I eat something that I'm not supposed to eat, that it'll be okay. I know how to not overindulge. I know how to stop eating when I'm full. I know how to not eat something that just doesn't make sense to eat. I don't look at food as reward anymore. When I'm having a good day, I'm not like, what should I eat to celebrate? It's more like, what should we do? Like, I'm looking at experiences over food for pleasure. And I think that is just creating such a healthier relationship with food for me, a healthier relationship with life for me. Whereas everything is just not revolving around food anymore. And I especially want to talk about this in terms of vacation. So that brings me to my next point about my vacation. We spontaneously went to Mexico and Jamaica for the past 2 weeks. And on these vacations, I ate. And if you watch my video that I did in Mexico, you'll see that I ate things. I didn't eat much, but I ate things. I had a burger. I said I had ice cream. I had some sweet potato fries. I had things like that. And I would just have a little bit, take a few bites, and move on. But I remember back before surgery, all the time I would go on vacation and I would pig out, especially because I love an all-inclusive resort. And both of the resorts we went on for the past 2 weeks have been all-inclusive, food unlimited. And even with that, I did not force myself to eat more than I needed to. I just took a few bites of whatever I wanted and moved on. It was fine. Um, in Jamaica, same thing. I ate a few bites. I didn't vlog in Jamaica. I got some footage, but and I'll try to include some footage here from Jamaica. I did not overindulge. I just ate what I wanted to eat, took a few bites, moved on. Ate when I was hungry. I didn't force myself to eat if I didn't need to eat. I more so focused on having fun and enjoying my vacation. A big thing about this vacation that made it stand out compared to every vacation I have been on in my adult life is I was able to walk around that resort in my bikini, in my swimsuits, in sleeveless things, in short skirts, in clothes that I would have never in a million years wore without something covering me up. I felt so confident on this trip. I was able to be in the pool, swimming in on the ocean, on the beach, walking around, getting in the ocean, really just enjoying my vacation to its fullest potential. And in the past, I had been so self-conscious about the way I look, um, that I didn't enjoy my vacations as much as I should have because I was always so afraid of how I looked. Like I always felt like I didn't look good in the swimsuit or in the shorter outfit or in the shorts or in the skirts or in the sleeveless shirts, whatever it was. I almost used to always hate the summertime. Even though I hate being cold, I love the weather in the summer, but I always hated the summer because I didn't feel comfortable in any summer appropriate clothing. So I was that person who would still be wearing sweaters in the summertime, not because I was cold, but because I was too embarrassed of my body to let it all out. And on this trip, I wore whatever I wanted to wear. If you follow me on Instagram, which you should, you'll see the outfits that I posted. Like I felt so good about myself. And that is why when I get messages of people asking me if I regret my surgery, no, this is the best decision I have ever made for myself and truly for myself. Um, in my life. Like the confidence that this has given to me, the new look at outlook on life that this has given to me is just so amazing. Um, and I'm just so grateful to be able to experience this in my 30s. The last time I had been smaller was when I was in my early 20s, like late teens to early 20s, and that was fun, that was like freshman, sophomore year, no, like sophomore, yeah. Sophomore year of college. I was young and having fun and that was great, but now in my 30s as a mom, as a wife, as a grown woman, it is so different being able to be confident at this age. Um it's just I literally just am at loss for words at how good it feels to really be able to stand in myself and feel confident in the way that I look now at this age. Look, 30s are the new 20s. So I'm 31. I'm enjoying my 30s with confidence, with style, with grace. Woo! Keeping on the topic of vacation, something that a lot of people did ask me about as well was when they saw that I was posting that I was drinking alcohol on both of my trips, they wanted to know about how my experience was with alcohol. So I'll say this. I was at all-inclusive resorts. All-inclusive resorts tend to water down the drinks. So the first time I drank, which was in Mexico, the first drink I had there, I took a few sips. I was drunk. I was drunk off of like 3 sips of alcohol. After that, not so much. After that one drink, I don't know what they did with all the other drinks. I didn't get drunk again. In Mexico, I did not get drunk in Jamaica. I was drunk never. In the hotel's defense, I also never finished a drink ever. Also because alcoholic drinks tend to be sweeter and I don't like sweet things. So I would just take a few sips of whatever I was drinking, never finishing a drink, also never getting drunk. So was I able to drink other than the strawberry daiquiri? I never felt sick, but I also wasn't drunk either. So maybe I'll have to try making a drink at home myself where I know the drinks aren't watered down, and then I'll be able to give you an accurate idea of what it's like drinking after surgery. Maybe I'll do that and post a little reel on Instagram or something. So follow me on Instagram. Shameless self-promotion. I'm the queen of shameless self-promotion. But yeah, follow me on Instagram so that you can see that reel whenever I decide to do that. But I want to know what it really is like drinking, not these all-inclusive watered down drinks because I'm only good for like one drink now. I can't drink a bunch of drinks to go feel like I did something. I noticed everybody else on the resort that looked like they were drunk were drinking a lot. And because, small stomach, I can't drink that much. So the one drink or half a drink that I was able to drink just it didn't do it. So to answer your question, no, I did not get drunk extremely quick, unfortunately. Next on my list, before I went on vacation, I started working out. I went to the gym a few times before. I did bring my camera in one of those times. And then I was supposed to continue the vlog the next day, but the next day we decided to go to Mexico. Like I said, it was spontaneous. This wasn't pre-planned. So I never got to finish filming that video. So I think I'm gonna go to the gym tomorrow. So I will finish filming that video and get that out for you so you can see what it's been like working out at the surgery. I don't want to give too much away since I am doing a dedicated video on this topic. But what I will say is, one, I noticed that I have a lot more energy in the gym than I did ever in life. Except for when I was skinnier before, when I was about 19, I had a lot of energy then too. But while I was bigger, never had that kind of energy in the gym. However, my strength was really, really low, in particular my abdominal strength. So I'll get into when I do the new video more about that. But although I don't feel that strong, I know that I'm going to be able to work myself back up to a place where I am feeling strong. And my goal in the gym is not to lose weight because the sleeve is doing that on its own. My goal in the gym is to tone up, make everything tighter, and most importantly, to build strength. I'm trying to get strong. Um, so yeah, I will keep you updated as things progress with my fitness journey. And definitely look out for the video that will be going up very soon, dedicated to working out after VSG. This next one is something that is kind of confusing to me because I don't know why I do it. And that is that I realize that I have a tendency, and this is a tendency that I had before surgery, but it's still here. I have a tendency to buy looser fitting clothing, like not like the wrong size. Like I'll buy my right size now, but I have tendency to buy clothes similar to like what I have on right now, just like looser, flowy type dresses and things like that, flowy blouses. I have a tendency to buy those things opposed to tighter fitting things. And in the past, the reason that I didn't buy that type of clothes was because I was bigger and I wasn't confident in my body. But I am pretty confident in my body now. And even still, while shopping, I'll continuously reach for things that are looser fitting without even thinking about it. Like sometimes I get home and I'm trying on clothes, and my husband will be like, "Why do you keep buying these baggy clothes? Like, why aren't you buying things that are more form fitting?" And I don't have an answer for that because I do feel like I look good in tighter clothes, and I've made a conscious effort to do that, to buy some. If you look on Instagram, you'll see that I did buy some things that were more tighter, and I look good. I look good in those outfits. So I'm gonna make an effort to buy things that are more flattering for my body now and stop subconsciously dressing the 272-pound body and dressing this new version of myself. Because part of this journey when you start shopping again is going to be finding clothes that fit your new style. And that can be difficult because in your mind, sometimes it's hard to look in the mirror and not still see that old version of yourself. So you're still subconsciously dressing a version of yourself that does not exist. And I know I've definitely been doing that. So I'm making a conscious effort now to make sure that the clothing that I'm buying when I do shop is more catered to this body and is flattering for this body, and makes me feel good, and doesn't hide my body. So yeah, let me know if you guys want some more clothing hauls. I did post the H&M one a little while back. So let me know if you guys would like to see some more clothing hauls, especially ones that I'm saying like this, where my clothing options are going to be a little bit more form-fitted, trying on some outfits that I wouldn't typically wear, is I think what I want my next try-on haul to be. So let me know if you're interested in that. I also noticed that I'm having a lot of moments where when I say moments, I mean like days where I'm literally just not hungry. I have to remind myself to eat a lot, especially if I'm outside. Like if I'm out doing something, running errands, having fun, whatever it is, I literally will not feel hunger. So I won't remember to eat. This is a little different when I'm home, because when I'm home, like the kitchen's right there, I may get up and eat something, snack on something. But when I'm out, there's been times where I've been out all day and did not eat a thing all day. That's happened a lot this month. And I think that also is something that could be contributing to the stalls I said I had earlier. But once again, we will get into that in my video dedicated on stalls that is coming very, very soon. So I think that's it for the updates for this month. So yeah, so without further ado, let's jump right in to see what I weigh now. Let's go weigh in. All right, so as you can see, I am now 207 pounds, which is that what I would have liked to be weighing at this point? No, I would have liked to have lost more weight. Ideally, I would have liked to be in Wonderland by now, but unfortunately, that is not the case. I told you that I stalled a lot this month. Like literally the scale was not really moving, which is why I lost 9 pounds this month altogether. Before I left for Mexico, I was 209 pounds. That was 2 weeks ago. When I came back from Mexico, I had lost 2 pounds and I was 207 pounds. And I was in Mexico for about 4 days. Then I went to Jamaica at 207 pounds, came back a week later, and I'm still 207 pounds. So that was a week-long stall while in Jamaica. Not really a stall in Mexico, but had only lost 2 pounds. And then for most of the month, so that's 2 weeks out of a month. Part of that was drinking alcohol, eating things I wasn't supposed to eat, and part of that was not eating at all. But regardless of the reason, I'm honestly okay with this. However, I'm about to go hard. I'm going to make sure I get myself into Wonderland in the next 2 weeks. I think I can do that. And I'm gonna, of course, take you guys along with me on that. I'm gonna put up some videos, my working out, my what I'm eating, so you can see what I'm eating to get back on track. Of course, it's still gonna be creative, but focus on protein. I'm gonna get all of that in, because I really want to get into Team Wonderland. I'm so close. I can smell it. I can taste it. 107. I have 7 pounds. 107. 207. I have 7 pounds to lose to get to that first goal. And it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen quick. And y'all know I'm gonna update y'all. But most likely on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. And I don't think I mentioned this, but my goal weight altogether is about 200. No. And I don't think I mentioned this, but my goal weight altogether is about 170 pounds. So I have about 37 pounds left to get to my actual goal weight, which I think I can definitely do by the end of this year. What are we in now? July, August, September, October, November, December, 5 more months. I think by the end of this year, I will be at my goal weight. But my first goal, I set 2 goals in this journey. My first goal is to be under 200 pounds. And my second goal is to reach my goal weight at 170 pounds. So I think within the next 2 weeks, I can reach my first goal, getting into Wonderland. And then by the end of this year, I can be at my second goal, which is 170 pounds. And then after that, it'll be all about maintenance. If you don't know, it is said that you lose most of the weight that you will lose in the first year. So I think based off the way that I've been going, I'm right on track to be able to hit my goal. And then it's going to be about maintenance and toning and all of that jazz. And of course, I'm taking y'all on the whole journey with me. I ain't going nowhere. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and leave me a comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Also, something that would really help me out is to share this video and any of my videos with anybody that you know interested in having VSG surgery. I'm trying to grow this channel and I'm really close to reaching my goal of 10,000 subscribers. I'm so close to that goal. So if you can share this video, share my channel, let people know about me, tell your mama, tell your aunties, tell your cousins, that would be very helpful. Yeah. And until next time, I will see you in my next video.
Where in the world is Karen San Diego? From BK to Bali, it's anywhere she say so. She changing your life, can see it straight through her eyes. And sister